Adjectives Lesson 1. Adjectives are used to describe nouns and pronouns. They give more details or information about the nouns they are associated with. Tell me something about your husband. Well, he is tall, dark, and handsome. What can you say about your daughter? Oh, she's bright and beautiful, just like me. Adjectives Lesson 2. Adjectives can be used to answer the questions what kind of or which one. Hi, I'm calling about the car you're selling. It's a great car. It's in excellent condition. What kind of seats does it have? They're very comfortable seats, soft and plush, just like a sofa. Adjectives Lesson 3. Adjectives can be used before a noun. The pretty girl lives on Elm Street. Wrong. The girl pretty live on Elm Street. That tall man is really good at basketball. Yes, I agree. He is an excellent player. Adjectives Lesson 4. Adjective can also be used with linking verbs to describe the subject of a sentence. When used in this manner, the adjective comes after the linking verb. My sister is tall and slender. Wrong. My sister tall and slender, no linking verb. This car is fast and noisy. It looks great too. Adjectives Lesson 5. Seem, become, appear, and verbs of perception can also be used as linking verbs. Note how they are used with adjectives in the following. The journey seemed long. It appeared strenuous and boring. You smell nice today. What kind of cologne are you wearing? What do you want to this weekend? Bowling. Shopping. Bowling sounds good.
Adverbs Lesson 6.
Adverbs are used to describe actions. They may come before or after a verb, but not between a verb and its object. Mrs. Johnson sang softly. Most common word order. Mrs. Johnson softly sang. Also possible. Mrs. Johnson softly sang a lullaby. Mrs. Johnson sang a lullaby softly. Mrs. Johnson sang softly a lullaby. Not correct. How did Mrs. Johnson sing? Mrs. Johnson sang softly.
Adverbs Lesson 7.
Adverbs may come between a main verb and its auxiliaries. Mrs. Smith is softly singing a lullaby. Mrs. Smith softly is singing a lullaby. Not correct. Mrs. Smith has been softly singing that lullaby for a long time. What is Mrs. Smith doing? She is softly singing a lullaby.
Adverbs Lesson 8.
Sometime and frequency adverbs are movable. That is, they can be placed at various points in a sentence. Yesterday I visited the doctor. I visited the doctor yesterday. Joe is here already. What did you say? I said Joe is already here.
Adverbs Lesson 9.
Even though some adverbs can be used in certain sentence positions, others cannot. I yesterday visited the dentist. Not okay. I already visited the dentist. Okay. Already I visited the dentist. Not okay. Do you want to go to the dentist? I already visited the dentist.
Adverbs Lesson 10.
Adverbs such as quite, very, really, extremely, and absolutely are used to modify adjectives and other adverbs. They come directly before the words they describe. George is quite happy with his new boss. Sally eats very slowly. You're absolutely right. Many adverbs can be formed by adding "ly" to adjectives. Carl is quick runner. Yes, Carl runs quickly.
Adverbs Lesson 11.
Some adverbs are identical to adjectives in form. Others are completely different. Mike is a fast runner. Adjective. I know. Mike runs fast. Adverb. Jill is a good student. Adjective. Jill studies well. Adverb.
Adverbs Lesson 12.
Be careful with words like hardly and lately. They have no relation with the adjectives adverbs hard and late. Larry kicked the ball hard. He kicked the ball with force. Larry hardly kicked the ball. He barely touched the ball. Mary came to class late. She was tardy. Yes, but Mary hasn't come to class lately. She hasn't been to class recently.
Non-action verbs Lesson 13.
Some verbs cannot be used in the progressive tenses. They are called non-action verbs.
The most common non-action verbs are be, seem, appear, existence, look, sound, smell, taste, feel, senses, like, want, prefer, love, desire, have, own, possess, possession, think, believe, consider, opinion. Note the usage in the following sentences. Mr. Scott is seeming like a nice guy. Wrong. Mr. Scott seems like a nice guy. Correct. This salad is tasting delicious. Wrong. This salad tastes delicious. Correct. I am liking banana cream pie. Wrong. I like banana cream pie. Correct. Shall we tell Mr. Scott? Sure. Mr. Scott seems like a nice guy. Non-action verbs Lesson 14. Some verbs have both action and non-action meanings. The situation determines whether the action or non-action form of the verb is used. Those flowers look beautiful. Non-action. Maggie is looking out the window. Action. I think that's a great idea. Non-action. I am thinking about my upcoming speech. Action. We have a brand new house. Non-action. We are having a party this weekend. Action. Cindy is a real estate agent. Non-action. Bob is being naughty today. Action. Mrs. Smith softly is singing a lullaby. Not correct. Mrs. Smith has been softly singing that lullaby for a long time. Those flowers look beautiful. I know. I have been looking at them all day. Pronouns Lesson 15. Pronouns are used in place of nouns. They enable speakers to refer to something or someone without having to repeat its name. He, she, him, her. What does he do for a living? He is a mechanic. What car does she drive? She drives a BMW. Pronouns Lesson 16. Use subject pronouns when the pronoun refers to the doer of the action or the main topic. Subject, of the sentence. Henry hit a baseball over the fence. Unfortunately, he didn't know where it would land. It went right through Mrs. Jones' window. Pronouns Lesson 17. Use object pronouns when the pronoun refers to the receiver of the action or is the object of a prepositional phrase. Mrs. Smith is softly singing a lullaby. Mrs. Smith softly is singing a lullaby. Not correct. Mrs. Smith has been softly singing that lullaby for a long time. Mrs. Cooper met her husband in a gold mine. And I heard the first time she saw him, she fell in love. He also liked everything about her. He asked her to marry him the next day. Many friends joined them in the wedding celebration. Forms of be Lesson 18. The verb be takes on different forms in the present and past. The verb be indicates existence, temporary condition or permanent status. It is really hot today. Yes, and John's turning red already. Yesterday was pretty hot too. Forms of be Lesson 19. The base form is be, the past participle is been, and the ing form is being. He has been a doctor since 1998. She is being nice today. Okay. I'll wait for you. I'll be back tomorrow. Forms of be Lesson 20. The verb be is also used in progressive tenses, passives and prepositional collocations. Progressive tenses. The Andersons have been living there since April. Passive voice. The people were surprised by the news. Alvin was stopped by the policeman. He is writing a letter to his brother. What about Donna? Donna was cleaning the house this morning. Prepositional collocations. Robert is fond of chocolates. Raymond is not afraid of snakes. I'm interested in making money.